welcome into another episode of Bears by Ivy, presented by Joey Scott Media. I'm Joey Scott, and this is my sports podcast. So round three, in my opinion, it started off pretty slow, but then once the leaders got on the course and things really started picking up, you got to see people drop shots, gain ground again, and that was pretty interesting. Colin Morikawa came in from, mid-pack, top-end mid-pack, and now is a second place. I'm going to go through the leaderboard, and then we're going to jump right into round 4 preview, because I think that's where the sunshine is, as they say. Scheffler -7, Morikawa -6, Homa -5, Aberg -4, DeChambeau -2, Scheffler -1 for round 3, Morikawa -3 for round 3, and then Max Homa, essentially a steady par golf, but he was +1 with 1 bogey. All right, let's jump into the preview for round 4. Conditions: by 2 p.m. 82 degrees, by 5 p.m. 85 degrees. Essentially, you get a perfect conditions for round 4. So hopefully it becomes like a shootout, but we'll see. All right, this is really the take of the video right here. There's 4 things I think that it's going to take to essentially win the Masters this year. First, comfort with pressure. I think that's a no-brainer. Your essentially dreams are on the line. How do you handle when the whole golf world is essentially watching every shot and you have all the spectators essentially following one group in a giant mob, right? How do you handle that pressure? Enjoyment to the next hole. I saw so many people today that was like, they were hitting shots and it was just like a continuous like pain onto the next hole. It was like no relief to get to the next hole. Just And so anyone who can essentially have the enjoyment to the next hole, I think will win the Masters. Readiness for greatness / expectations. This is like, are you framework ready for your life to change? And that's more of like a psychology thing. I'm not going to dive too into. It's more like the other side of my company's media company talk, but that's so important. If you're not ready for the success, then you're not going to give yourself that success. All right, and then lastly, knowledge. And not just that, it's the ability to think in the moment. So I think the leaderboard right now is actually exactly what's going to happen tomorrow. I think Scottie Scheffler is going to win because I think that he's essentially just another day at the office. And this tournament's not too big to him. He can go in there. He's going to hit all the shots. He's going to get a couple bogeys, no problem. He's going to bounce back. And he's ultimately going to be putting the ball where it needs to be when it needs to be there. And that consistency, that chillness, that like matureness that he has and plays with is ultimately going to lead into him getting a second green jacket. That being said, though, I thought Morikawa really hit the enjoyment part. Like, it seemed like he was the one guy on the course who just like thoroughly enjoyed being able to play the Masters. And I think that is utterly huge. If he ends up winning, I think that'll be the reason why. But I will be rooting for him just because I was like seeing a guy win the Masters for the first time. And he actually surprised me because I didn't even put him in the name list in the last video because I was like, I don't know if this guy's like really got it. But he really came in, hit some long putts. I think he was like birdie the first hole, maybe bogey the second, and then birdie again, something like that. So he came out firing and he finished strong. A couple long putts too. So yeah, I really enjoyed his game. And then you have Max Homa. I just feel like Max is just a guy who's just okay getting second. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't see him coming up and winning this year's Masters. Okay, I think that wraps things up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. What I was trying to say was I'm going to do a final round recap video. So check it out tomorrow. Like and subscribe here. Once again, I'm just getting going, learn how to do all this, but it's been fun. So appreciate you watching. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.